Today, our topic is green skill and eco-friendly awareness. And today, our trainer is Sabrina. So maybe, yeah, Sabrina, you can take the floor. Hi.
Thank you, Natasha. Yeah, it's always good to be here, and good afternoon or good evening wherever you are. Very welcome to our today's presentation. So today, let me share the screen. So today our topic is green economy, need for green skill, and also we will discuss about eco-friendly awareness. So because before I move further, I just want to introduce myself very shortly. You already know me. My name, Sabrina Ibrahim. I am project manager with Life Learning Development. I am working with them now more than 1.5 years. So also, it's my opportunity to take this course in this workshop, and I also sometimes work or take the opportunity as a trainer to some topic which I really like as my subject area is sustainable development management. So I really interested in all the sustainable related topics. So this is really an interesting topic for me, and I wish that you enjoy the topic. And so let's get started. Let's start. And if you have any question regarding topic, if you don't understand any term, please note it down. You can ask me after the presentation because we have a session where you have question answer. First, today our agenda is we will discuss about the current challenges, green economic concept, what we really do understand about the green economy, and also green economy initiatives need for green skills and eco-friendly awareness. So we will go into details. First of all, I also ask for your active participation. Please respond and collaborate with us. So this is the image. I would like to ask all of you, what is your impression regarding this image? In one sentence, if you can explain.
A hardship for our earth because of our behavior mostly, and also natural disasters.
Yes. Anybody else?
Climate change effect.
Sorry?
Climate change effect.
Yes. Any more idea?
Someone wrote pollution in chat.
Okay. Pollution is out of control. Yes. Consequence of climate change. Yes. 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 So this is the current situation of our planet. As we all know about it, but sometimes we actually forget about the issue that it's a global challenge for us, for everyone, for our future generation. So what needs to be done? So when we talk about green economy, or talk about what are the initiatives we can take to control the climate change, that's come this green economy concept. What it is, so United Nations Environmental Program has defined it that a green economy is a low carbon, resource efficient, and socially inclusive economic system. In a green economy, growth in employment and income is driven by public and private investment into such economic activities, infrastructure, and assets that allow reduced carbon emission and pollution, enhance energy and resource efficiency, as well as prevention of the loss of biodiversity and ecosystem service. So in short, we can say that the target of green economy is lower the carbon emission, also ensure the resource efficiency, not to consume so much resources, rather store it, reuse it, and also ensure social inclusivity. That means when people talk about green economy, it ensures that all the classes of the people, all the group of the uh, society, in minor group, bigger group, small group, indigenous people, migrant, all kind of people, they are part of this green economy. The green economy concept doesn't exclude anybody. When they plan, they ensure that everybody has equal opportunity. And considering all this, it is the global goals, as we know, that SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, that we are fighting to assure or achieve. So here you can see that what green economy is not and what green economy is. As we can see that our current economy is coal and well gas based. So it's burning, it's causing pollution, petrol and diesel use, coal and draughty house, destroying the nature and the single use and throwing. So this is our habit, current habit that we are suffering. Then what the green economy ensure or green economy gives us is like wind and solar power, that is renewable energy, public transport and electric vehicles, energy efficiency home, that so that you don't consume so much energy, and also protecting nature, plantation, saving the wildlife, and the concept of circular economy that I think all of you know, that reduce, reuse, and recycle. So these are some terms we can say that this is the part of a green economy, and these are the things that is conventional economy. There were some principles of green economy. So I would like to discuss all. First one is well-being principle. The economy enables all people to create and enjoy the prosperity. So the well-being principle of green economy ensure that its goal, the growth, economic growth, is for the well-being of the people. They produce, they grow, they make profit that will serve that will serve all the human well-being of the society. The second one is the justice principle. That means the economy promotes equity within and between generations. So it's inclusive, it's not non-discriminatory, and also it's ensure social justice, that every person in the society has equal opportunity to enjoy the facilities. And the third is the planetary boundary principles. So the economy safeguards, restore, and invest in the future. That means the green economy, it's evidence-based. We know the facts, what is happening in our art. So the green economy concept ensure that our biodiversity is protected. The natural resources they are using, it's protecting the environment. They are not destroying the ecosystem, rather they are protecting the system. Fourth is the efficiency and sufficiency principles. So the economy is geared to support sustainable consumption as well as sustainable production. As currently we all talk about the sustainable consumption, sustainable lifestyle. That means the green economy principle ensure that we don't waste. We use that whatever resources we have, we ensure sufficient use and utilization of those resources, natural resources or energy, whatever in our daily life we use. So this is the principle that's called efficiency and sufficiency principle. And the fifth is the good governance principle. The economy is guided by the integrated, accountable, and resilient institution. That means all the rules, laws that comes from the government body, international body, leadership, participation of public, participation of civil society, and also social dialogue. To ensure this green economy, all the group of the society, that is government, public society, social institution, government institution, they all should come together to implement such rules and law that will ensure that in every sector, green economy is well practiced. So, yeah. So this is another topic we will move, that how the national transition to an inclusive economy, green economy pathway, how we can move to the inclusive green economy. So first one is there are 6 milestones. First one is raising awareness. As we have seen that the failure of old economy, that our traditional economy is failed to protect the environment. So we have to raise the awareness that we need green economy. We need an alternative economic system to protect our environment, protect our human, protect our planet. The second one is pressure to change climate and economic crisis. So as we have seen that many countries in the world is suffering due to the climate change. Some places in Africa, there were heavy drought and they don't have any rainfall. The wildlife is suffering and the forest burn. So everything is caused of the climate change. So now there is a pressure from the civil society, from the environmental activists, social activists, that we have to take the action. So civil society is now demanding an inclusive economic way. That's why it's also a way for us to ensure that we are moving to a green economy. The third one is green options get viable. That means we must make available green option and we must transit to green opportunities so that everybody, the industry, the person, this institution, bigger or small, they have enough opportunities like technology, market, pilot, or business. Everything must be in such a way that this economic opportunity is economic opportunities become available to all the people, general people. And four is decisions are made. That means the legal body, government or institution must implement policy, and they should invest both private in public sector. They should ensure metrics and rules regulation regarding green economic implementation. 5 is the behavior change by the government, business, and civil society. So it's not about rules, regulation. It's also like we have to we have to change ourselves. The government must take action and have tendency to move towards the green economy. The business, the civil society, individual organization, and also as a person, we have to have this intention that we want to ensure green economy. We want to have a sustainable lifestyle. And 6 is the SDGs and climate outcomes that are achieved through economic transformation, as there are many actions, many movements is going on from the different kind of society, group, and institution that this action need to be done. And also these all social organization, economic and environmental organization, they need to take more action regarding this. So this is United Nations Environmental Program, Green Economy Initiative. This is called, they have implemented 3 major area, so which is called known as Green Economic Initiative. It was launched in October 2008 in collaboration with a wide range of partners to motivate and enable governments to invest in green economies. And 3 components of green economy initiative is producing research products. That means conduct more research on the planet, on the climate change, and what is happening to get data, and providing advisory service to UNEP member states and promoting partnership. And the third one is focused on the process of transitioning to a green economy, acknowledges that the countries will take many different paths to achieving the objectives. So 3 major things is research on products and advisory service, to collaborate, partnership, make partnership, and with the country leader, with the institution, and also acknowledge that we are moving toward the path of green economy. So this is the green economy report by UNEP. So they have they have find that they find out some of green economic sector. So we can see that their findings is renewable sector, waste, industries, forest, transport, fisheries, building, agriculture, cities, tourism, and water. So and there are some others supported by innovative financing mechanism as well as policy reform. So in this sector, the financing mechanism that they should need to reform the policy, which is research and development, excuse me, and the training, education, green technologies, taxes, subsidies, trade, market, access, pricing. So in all those sectors, the governing body should reform new policy, implement new policy that is supportive to the green economy. So here we can see that 5 trends that is shaping the green economy. As green economy is growing, we see that the demand for green talent will soon outpace supply, that there are more demand and supply is less. The hiring of green talent is accelerating faster than overall hiring. So that means that green talent demand for green talent is increasing. Also, there is currently a good balance in the green skills that are needed. The fastest growing green skills are both mainstream and emerging. The volume of workers moving into green and greening jobs is too low. That means that green skill or green jobs require green skills. So and transition towards the green skill or achieving green skill, particular skill, is not actually available right now because it needs maybe money and special training, which is growing but not a very fast rate. So that's why there is a shortage, and also green jobs are not available. Sometimes even if available, the skilled and qualified person is not there. So there is a demand and supply gap. And this is one topic I really would like to share with you, that what we have learned through this coronavirus, as it's now maybe 3 years. So this coronavirus, we should remember, and that gave us some lesson. And we like to mention that what we have learned through this coronavirus period, it's true that we have lost so many lives, but we have also got some lesson that we can use in our future life, that we can take action. So it was the biggest lesson for the nation, for the world, and the lesson we have learned is that nature can rebound, as we have seen that during when there was the lockdown, strict lockdown, the air pollution got decreased, the air quality was improved, and wildlife trade must be end or prevent future, to avoid future zoonotic disease. And as the transmission of a virus from animal to human being was increasing, so that means wildlife trade must prevent, and the world should protect half of the planet. Of course, it's a must, otherwise we are not going to survive. The global supply chains can be decarbonized with the proper implementation of green economy and green technology. Adoption of the circular economy needs to accelerate. So yes, there is no other way, but because the waste is increasing very high in everywhere, we see plastic disposal, everything. So we must get for an alternative option to reuse and recycle. And another one, that we are dependent on our nature for novel medical treatment, that everything for our every life, somehow we are dependent on nature, even for the medicine. So our living depends on the nature, and that's why we must protect it. So pollution is linked to the human disease and coronaviruses. Of course, yes. Pollution and virus, they are disease, they are closely linked. Rapid improvement in the air quality is possible, as we have seen it during the coronavirus situation. Human hyperconnectivity carries higher risk. That means people are moving too fast due to the globalization. You can move, you can travel fast. That means when you travel, the virus travels with you. And the 10th is the environmental movement needs to be renewed itself. So it says that when we have movement, we have action, like Friday for Future, climate change action, it should be renew itself, like we have to continue this action. It's not like, okay, we wanted something, we had a movement and it didn't happen, we didn't achieve our goal, so we should stop. No, we should start a new movement, we should renew it and continue to fight to save our environment. So now we will know about the need for green skills. So green skills and green jobs. Sometimes we really get confused with green skills and green jobs. That's why there is definition or distinctive feature, like green skills are those that enables the environmental sustainability of economic activities. This is a specific skills that a person has. And green jobs, that is that you have to have green skills to get these green jobs. So green jobs are those that cannot be performed without extensive knowledge of green skills. So why green skills? Why it's necessary and why this is a very current topic, emerging topic in the present situation? As we can see that Sustainable Development Goal 9 includes the target of upgrading infrastructure and retrofitting industries to make them sustainable with increased resource use efficiency, greater adoption of clean and environmental sound technology industrial process by 2030. So it's the Sustainable Development Goal 9, and the Sustainable Development Goal 12 includes the target of achieving sustainable management and efficient use of natural resource 2030, which also combines the Sustainable Development Goal of 13, climate action. So these all goals are somehow correlated, and considering all these goals achieving by 2030, we need to transit, we need to move forward to green skill, look for green skill that to achieving green economy. So the transition to a low carbon resource efficient economy requires systematic change in the system to break the traditional way of manufacturing, industrialization, and implementing new technology, new system. We must need new skills, and that's how we require green skills. So these are several sectors where we need green skills and green jobs. So agriculture sector, manufacturing, transport, energy, building, tourism, waste management, and forestry. So these are some major sector where the demand for green jobs is growing. The two mainstays of green skills as engineering skills for the design and production of technology. We know that it's a very demanding as engineering skills, technology. It's ensure the efficiency of production and reducing carbon emission. So it's a very demanding green skill. Also managerial skills for implementing and monitoring environmental organizational practice, and emerging new skills to support the green jobs. So there are some green skill application categories like legislation, labeling, and certification that nowadays, we have organizations which have certification of eco-friendly, certification of sustainability, certification of green business, green organization to provide certification, to give them the recognition of sustainability. There are so many upcoming upcoming business, upcoming job sector, upcoming courses and opportunities like the new legislation, labeling, certification, materials, water and construction techniques, and also energy efficiency and renewable energy sources, project design and management, information and communication technology. So all in this sector require a very good green skills. Here we would see like what kind of occupation are available in initial and vocational training in a vocational skill, like business assistant, which is turning to an environmental protection. Can be this job can be turned to an environmental protection related job, or technical assistant might also have these green skills like the regenerative energy techniques and management, technical assistant, renewable sources, environmental technical assistant. So these are some current job like business assistant which can be transitioned towards green jobs or green skills. And some specialization economic green occupation, as we can see, waste management officer, water pollution control officer, emission control officer, recycling specialist, so expert in environmental matters, environmental management officer, laboratory technician in environmental protection. So there are some really special jobs which is you must have a very specialized qualification skills to be one of this profession. So that's why it's very important to have special training, special degree on those sectors to be one of these qualified professionals. And the university studies, we can also see that there's nowadays the demand for green and environmental studies are growing. So we can see business management it's also turning to environmental economy, environmental resource management, geoecologies, hydrologies. These are some growing topics. Computer scientists in environmental informatics, mechanical engineer in regenerative energy techniques, engineer, environmental protection, environmental techniques, environmental scientists. So now we move to our last topic, which is eco-friendly awareness. So I would expect your participation. That what do you understand by eco-friendly awareness? Anyone, please feel free to share your idea.
To get to know how to treat our environment.
Okay. Yes. Any more idea? Eco-friendly awareness or eco-friendly behavior, if we say. What would be your thoughts on this topic? What do you understand?
Maybe reusing the reusable products.
Yes, it's like one of many. Yes, thank you.
So we have here in the chat proper recycling.
Yes. Yeah, these are some like part of eco-friendly behavior. But what is awareness, eco-friendly awareness? When we say, what do you understand by it?
To make environment what is it as like as it is?
Sorry, to make
Environment as it is, like not reducing any environmental minerals and then all the things.
Okay, yes, I mean, not destroying the planet or destroying the environmental, you mean?
Yeah, and then eco-friendly awareness. Yeah.
So engaging in practice that keep the environment clean and habitable. Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. To give awareness about not harmful, okay, not harm the environmental. Okay, thank you. Any more idea?
Um, I think eco-friendly awareness is being conscious about the activities that we're doing, that they should have the least negative impact towards the environment.
Okay, yes. Any more? Feel free. Preventing people about, sorry, preventing people about using green skills. Sorry, I didn't get the point. Maybe you meant encouraging people about green skills, because we need green skill to protect the environment. Okay, thank you. So yes, all of you are right. You have expressed your opinion in different ways. So let's see. So eco-friendly awareness, it means being eco-friendly or environmentally friendly means having a lifestyle that is better for the environment. That means, as you said, become more conscious that you are not harming the environment. It's just taking small steps towards looking after the Mother Earth to make this planet a better place for communities and generations to come. Okay. So there were three distinctive eco-friendly categories, that is the eco-friendly business, eco-friendly community, and eco-friendly person. So I would like to ask you, can you give me some example of eco-friendly business or eco-friendly community and eco-friendly person?
For example, when we do not use plastic,
Yes,
it is eco-friendly.
yeah, it's eco-friendly person. That means you don't use plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you. So, any idea of eco-friendly business? Yes, we must is using paper instead of paper. Sorry. Okay, using plastic instead of paper. Okay, using paper. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So this is are some habits of the eco-friendly person. Okay. So can you give me some idea of recycle paper bag? Yes. Yes. Okay. Using ecological fiber instead of plastic fiber. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So yes, all those limited plastic usage, biodegradable packaging. Yeah, these are some eco-friendly habits or eco-friendly person. If you have this kind of habit, you can call yourself as eco-friendly person. So all those ingredients on those materials you were saying is eco-friendly business means the business which is uh, focusing on eco-friendly products, eco-friendly, focusing on environmental impact, trying to save the environment, and also offering a sustainable solution for the people, for the lifestyle, packaging food in lives rather than rubber. Okay, okay, thank you. So eco-friendly business, for example, selling some products, selling um, local grown products, not to use fertilizer in their production, in their crops, or or use sustainable material for your production. If you use bamboo or some natural resources which is not harmful for your body or not harmful for your environment. So all the business, all these idea, products and services that is supporting environment, that is protecting environment is part of eco-friendly business. And eco-friendly community means there are some community or group in maybe in Facebook group or some social local group or institution, maybe they are work for promoting environmental protection, they are work for climate change and also sustainability. So all those small group you can call as eco-friendly community. Maybe this Friday for future group. For example, in your university, maybe you have a small group who work for the climate change. You have a small group. You can say this is your group, which is for the climate change group, or you have I can remember that in my university we had this fair trade group. So who are promoting local goods, who are selling all the sustainable products. So there you can call we can call them eco-friendly community. Thank you very much for all of your response. So now we can see that how to be an eco-friendly person. As all of you have said so many things, you can also find it here that become more aware of resources, practice conservation of resources, plant trees, conserve water, go for renewable energy, change the LED bulbs, cut down meat on your plate, stop food waste, change your travel habits, like not to take airplane for short distance or not to take your private car for short distance, just to take public transport, and use less fuel-based products, use public transport, buy local grown products to promote the local farmers to help them and reduce harmful chemicals, use green cleaning products, reduce, reuse, recycle, of course, try recycle product, join environment group to raise awareness among the group and also protect wildlife, get educated and educate others. So beside this, do you have any more idea that I didn't mention in here, but you already know or you are practicing? Any idea that you maybe practice in your daily life?
Try to not to use plastic, and avoid pollution, avoid polluting the environment.
Yeah, I mean, yes, not to. I have seen many students in my university who carry a mug with them always. So when they go for coffee, they directly take it in their mug, so they don't use a plastic coffee mug. Yeah, it's a way. There were so many. I mean, yes, I didn't mention all. It's not possible to mention everything, but we do practice lots of things in our daily life to be more sustainable. So, any more ideas? Maybe in your country or in your home, you do practice.
Okay, if I may come in.
Yes, please.
Okay, so from my end over here, sometimes, I mean, some weekends, there are groups, I mean, environmental groups who organize some operation of cleaning of the streets. So yeah, so mostly, usually, I join them in that operation. This is my own way of contributing to the eco-friendly movement. Is what I can say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's very interesting. Yes. Any more idea? For example, I can say that many people, when they wash or they brush their teeth, they keep the taps on. I mean, though they are not using the water, but they keep the water tap on and it's pouring water and it's wasting water. And we see many people when they are also washing the dishes, and that's how you waste lots of water. So being eco-friendly person means you are very careful. Sometimes maybe you use very limited water or use a bowl of water, not to just keep the tap running and use lots of water. For me myself, I always do that just to save water. So any kind of practice that you do in your daily life. Also, I can say not to use plastic bag or buy plastic bag, and carry your own bag when you go for a shopping. So seeing no one, if you don't have any more to say, I can move to the next slide. That is, we have now a group work. So it's a 15 to 20 minutes it will take. I mean, if you finish early, we can finish soon. So it's like, what's your idea to raise eco-friendly awareness in your community? The task you have to do is like challenges you see in your community. As we are from a different community, you have people who are not environmental friendly. You have people who doesn't have any knowledge about climate change, or no knowledge that they are harming the environment. So what are those challenges you see in your community, in your family, maybe in the small group you had, and what are the probable solution or actions you can take to raise the awareness among those community? And what are the outcome of your solution? Do you expect that, yes, if we do this, if we take this kind of action, this will happen? And that's how we can raise more awareness in our community. So now we will start from the group one, in room one, to present your idea. The group member, one of your group members can present it on of your behalf. I mean, the solution, the challenges, and the outcome. So yes, please go on voluntarily. So we can start from group 3. Group 1, I will go. Later on, group 3, we can see Barbara, Dr. Hai, Ibrahim. So,
and me, Ani.
yes.
Again, good evening, everyone. So I will shortly present what we discussed during our short discussion. We were, of course, really diverse group with different backgrounds from Armenia, Bangladesh, Kenya, Morocco. Some of them were living in Sweden, Germany. And the main problems that we discussed and we understood that all of us have in our countries, it is the plastic. The main problem is plastic, the use of plastic bags. And we also understood that we have the misconception that using paper or cloth bags are a sign of poverty. Unfortunately, in our countries, that when people use, instead of plastic, they use paper bags, others had that misconception that, okay, this person is poor, that's why he or she is using that. The same is connected with transport. When they are using bicycles instead of cars, again, they had that misconception that they are not thinking about ecology, but they are poor, that's why. So this was one of the main problems. The second problem was short of recycling bins, or that sometimes we have them in our countries, but we are not aware of using them, that we are not well informed that for what they are, how we are going to use them, and these. And for example, some of the participants mentioned that they have law against plastic, but people are not aware of that law, and government doesn't follow, doesn't regulate it, and people don't follow it. And again, they continue using plastic. The next problem is carbon dioxide emission. Because of a lot of cars and because of a lot of factories, we have that problem. And like solutions, we discussed, and we think that we need climate education at our schools, at our university level, that we should be informed. And yeah, so the key solution is education.
Okay, so lead solution, education. And what else you are doing to raise the awareness? I mean, through education or?
Education trainings, to do some seminars, to do, for example, some advertisements, I don't know, some events to collect people from different generations, not only for youngsters, and inform them that, okay, guys, we have such huge problems and we need to solve them. We are responsible for our planet and we need to do it.
Okay, thank you very much. So group second, I remember Rima.
Yeah, we were four in the group.
Yes.
Edith, Maria, Arya, and me. So I will only point on the solutions only because Sabrina said so.
No, I first the challenges, then the solution, and what will be the impact. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just, yeah.
Okay, the main challenge nowadays, it's like deforestation, as we know. And then it's not only the problem of one country, I think it's problem of world. And then not only the plastics, but also fossil fuels, other oil products, and minerals from the nature as well. So we are like destructing everything. So we should reduce. So it is the main problem that we are doing everything with the nature. So the solution is like, number one, for deforestation, we should make a local community, and then we should planting trees. We should be starting doing planting trees, and then aware them that how do we plant trees, and then we should hire inspection officer as well. So at what time the trees will increase, and then so for like long-term plan, 10-year plan, 20-year plan, we should make that plan for planting trees. So it will increase afforestation. Another one is, as Arya told, he's doing some raising awareness on collecting waste plastics, and then using eco-friendly materials instead of plastic. So in Chad, he told that it is already started, so it is a good point, and then we can use this idea not only in that country but all over the world.
Okay.
And then another point is, as being a youth, even our children and then old people, they don't know many things. So youth, we should take initiative to make laws. So what laws should be there, and then how do we implement a law, and then we can pressurize government about making the law, so that people can, if law is enforced, then it is people can automatically should follow that law. So we should make that restrict law so that people will not cut tree, and then climate should be like in eco-friendly. So that is our third point. And then last is we should not use like makeup products, and then other like jewelry. So beauty lies in the eye of beholder. We know that. So we should decrease these things as well. And then, so these are the 4 points that our group has come to the solution. So yeah, thank you. Thank you from group 2.
Thank you very much, Rima, for your presentation. Yes, many innovative idea, and also about decreasing makeup. I would say there are so many now, many innovative product like a bio product, which is not harmful for nature, harmful for skin, and which is like chemical free. So maybe we can, or people can go for this bio option, nature friendly option. Thank you. Group 5. Group 5 is Almira and Margaret.
Yeah, our group is 5, and I think Elmira can present.
Okay,
Yeah.
then please go on.
Okay, so we were mostly talking about plugging. In our group was also I forgot the name, but a pretty girl from Egypt, and we mostly discussed the problems in Armenia and in Egypt. Margaret shared her experience in plugging sphere because nowadays, like a lot of non-governmental organizations organize some stuff connected with plugging, so they mostly go with bicycles or on foot, and on their road they also collect the trash, and they just sort it, because here in our country, in Armenia, it's not really popular to sort the trash. However, it is quite important because we could just sort the plastic and sort other stuff that we could also use it later for some other purposes, but we do not really do it, so we just throw everything into the trash, and it's just kind of mixed up. That's why nowadays some non-governmental organizations, especially the environmental ones, are trying to solve this issue. Sadly, I did not really take part in any of these like events, because I did not have time at the moment when they were happening. But Margaret shared her experience, and now I'm quite motivated to take part in further this kind of events if they happen in Armenia again. And also we were talking about air pollution, because it is also quite vital. And the one thing that we would suggest to do was to organize more courses and more trainings like this, like for example Armenian Progressive Youth or other organizations do, because it is quite important. And from my own experience, I can tell that we do not really get the same knowledge in the university that we get from non-formal organizations and non-formal spheres, because I have learned a lot just by like taking part in trainings and in seminars than by just going to the university. And we should encourage the youth to take part in non-formal education as well.
Okay, thank you very
Okay.
much. That is interesting. So yes, then group 1. He said in the chat actually he's Ibrahim that his internet problem, but there are some other group members. They are not also responding. So seeing no one is responding, maybe we can move to the next step. Thank you very much for all of your participation and discussion. So we are almost the end of the session. I will just share my screen for last time. So Natasha, can you see my screen or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I would like to inform you about the project of us. We are doing like learning development is doing, which is social learning through low carbon and green economy opportunities in climate action. So whatever we have talked, we have presented to you, this project is all about promoting green economic opportunities, and also how we can ensure low carbon emission in our daily life. So to know more about this project, you can simply visit our website, and also we have developed a handbook from this project. Natasha, can you share the link?
Yes, sure.
Yes, you can download the book. So this book contains all the necessary information about the climate change, about green economy, green fields, transition towards green economy, and how you can have all those green practices in your daily life. So this book you can just to learn more about the green skill, green energy, green economic transition. You can download this book and yes, have it here. So I mean, you have to log into the same Connect platform, and yeah, it's available on the online. So yeah, thank you very much for listening to me, for attending the workshop and staying till now. So if you have any question, you can ask me now. I would be happy to answer your question. Any question? Any comment? Anything? Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. I don't know if it is really relevant to this discussion, but I want to put it up and see. So it is about policies or implementation of policies in our various countries. Because in the climate space, I have come to notice that our nation have come to agree on policies, but most of the time it is the lack of their implementation that is dragging, or that keeps on dragging the climate issues that we are always facing. So in this case, what can we do? I mean, how can we advocate for these policies to be implemented so that we can see an advancement in what we are doing in the climate space? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question, but it's really related to the legal body because I know we know that every country is now, especially with European countries and some Western countries, they're fighting against climate change, and also European Union, as we know that we have also set up some goals to go carbon neutral by 2030. But it requires a time because the process is really complex and it's closely related with the economy. For example, in sudden notice or in one day, like we cannot say the manufacturer or industry that just to close your industry because it's polluting the environment. We cannot say that the car manufacturer just, or the government cannot say the car manufacturer just to stop production. So they have to first find the alternative solution, move to the green technology, then it would be easy for the government to implement the law. So even if the government implement the law, if government say, okay, you have to do it, you have to implement this law, you have to stop the carbon emission by this, it will not happen. It's not feasible because government itself know that it's closely related with the mass production and it will hamper the economy in a very short time period. So government is still working. I mean, I cannot say about the rest of the country, but in our European Union or in Germany, the government is still working towards it, trying to implement law, but it's progressing very slowly. So government has already set up some goals for the industry, and industry is also trying hard to move slowly to move to the green technology or green economy concept, as there are so many recycle and waste management corporation in Germany. I know that which are working towards the green economy and also green certification institution. So the more we will have this kind of institution, the more we have these green skills, green technology, the more it will be easy to transit to a green sector. So it will take them time, but yes, government is working towards it. And for the developing country, it's really difficult because of the complex situation of the politics and economy. So yes, I hope you get your answer.
Yes, please. Yes, yes. Great, great. I've gotten it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you are welcome. Any more question or comment? Thank you very much again.
It was really nice knowing you all, and the session was very interesting. Thank you for making it very interesting. Okay, then everyone have a very good evening. We'll see again in our next workshop.